Welcome to Myth, the War of the Fallen. This is a non-profit tribute to Bungie's classic Myth, the Fallen Lords. This is not an RTS game, but a card game, a deck builder. In single-player mode, we set out to answer a simple question. In the first game, while the narrator rode east with Avatar Alric, what happened in the west? How did Madrigal fall? In War of the Fallen, we find out. Ready?
Tuesday, July 19th. Fringe of the Ermine. This small diary was found among our surgeon's effects. Many of us believe that it should have followed his owner to the grave, but Gandalf thinks otherwise. He says that as the acting physician of this company, it's now my duty to keep it up. I can think of better uses of my time, but I know better than to disagree with the captain. Anyway, all the men taking harvest time have reintegrated into our company this very day. They look moody, as I would, since now they will eat the same as us. The delicacies of peasant life are over. Late in the afternoon, something else worthy of interest happened. It seems that the militia has managed to save a handful of young men from a band of ghouls. They were the quickest bunch of a long group whom the beasts had been chasing of. When questioned, they claimed to be locals of Avon's Grove, which was assaulted by the ghouls at first light. Strangely enough, they said that nobody was killed, at least until they tried to escape. The remaining villagers were carried off to some communal granary, but to what end, we can only speculate. Some men in our company have relatives in Avon's Grove, so at dawn we will go there and check for survivors.
So, we must investigate Avon's Grove. Though we already know, this is the world of myth, so nothing here will be easy. Before we arrive and search for the missing villagers, let's quickly run through the game systems, how the Fallen Lords will try to wipe us out, and how we can stop them. First, the game menu. Of course, this is only a pre-generated image, not an actual dynamic interface, but it serves as our starting point. At the top are our mission objectives. They are gameplay pieces, not just decoration, and can help or hurt us. On the lower left is our player panel. To the right are the card market, an event tracker that triggers each turn, and a final indicator you must watch, the doom level. Ignore it and the mission fails. Next, the player panel. It shows our army strength as 10 troops levels. Every
casualty
lowers the bar. If it hits 0 and we can't heal, our army is destroyed and we may fail the mission. The panel also tracks how many attacks we can make this turn and how many shields we have gathered. Let's look at the player's deck. Every mission starts with 10 basic cards, some duplicated. They are not too powerful, but they are free. At the start of our turn, we draw 6 cards and choose 4 to play. That number can change with abilities, but for now we pick 4 from 6. As the campaign goes on, these cards can be upgraded and new options will appear. Now, our objectives. There are 2 to start, and more will unlock as we progress. The left card represents a Fallen Lord's minions. Here, more other goals. They attack at the start of each turn for the damage shown. When we defeat them, we gain the reward the card is removed and a new enemy appears. If no enemies remain, we usually just win the scenario. The right card is a static objective. It won't attack us. Instead, it will require us to complete a task, like gathering 4 shells in one turn and discarding them to advance toward Avon's Grove. There are also events, a threat meter called Doom Level, and the market. Events trigger at the start of the turn and usually work against us. One event per turn is common, but higher difficulty can add more. The threat meter rises from certain cards, actions, or army losses. Be aware that, as it grows, more events appear and defeat becomes more likely. The market shows 6 cards available to buy. Purchases use shells collected that turn and usually go to the discard pile, so they appear in future hands rather than immediately. Now, a quick example turn. Each turn starts with events, then enemies attack. Imagine I just drew an event that cost us 1 life point. The Marauder Goals adds its damage, and our army drops from 10 to 8. The Marauder Goal will also cause our first shell this turn to be lost. When we draw our 6 cards, 5 are the same basic card, so we play 3 of them. Those basic cards give shields, but because of the enemy effect, the first shield is removed, leaving us with 2 shields to spend. We still have another card to play. Finally, we will have a chance to fight back by using our ally card, Butcher Medic. Or, if you are more concerned with survival, we could heal instead. But personally, I'd rather show these goals that they made a serious mistake coming here to terrorize these poor people. So, our turn will be brief. The Marauder Goals will lose 1 point of life, dropping to 6, and we will have 2 shields left to spend in the market. In this case, the choice is straightforward. With 2 shields, we can only afford a single militia card. That's completely normal for the early turns. Shields rarely carry over to the next turn, so finding ways to get more shields is crucial for bigger purchases. And that's how our turn ends. We are wounded, and our base deck is down to just 4 cards. The game may reshuffle our discard pile if we need more cards for the next hand. That's all for this preview. Everything you have seen here is either completely original content, such as the music, or derivative material created to capture the look and spirit of the world of myth. A full campaign is in progress, and the game's systems will keep growing. I hope this glimpse gives you a sense of the gameplay and the tone of our game. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. And one last thing. Beware friendly fire. That's the myth way.
Incoming! Whoops.